college continuously rising, we're back to college. It may be a good time for students and families to look at some well-paying jobs that don't require the four-year degree, and there are lots of them. Here to tell us about it, Ohio Treasurer Josh Mandel. Josh, thanks for coming on the show. This is one of those topics I think that people lose track of. There's jobs other than the ones that you hear talked about on late night TV all the time. Tell us what you're trying to make people aware of.
Well, here in Ohio, we're trying to make young people aware of the opportunities they have in being welders, pipe fitters, electricians, carpenters, machinists. Right now in high schools throughout Ohio and America, these young people, unfortunately, are being told that the only way they can become successful is with a four-year college degree. And we've ended up with this whole generation of young people with four-year liberal arts degrees, $50,000 in debt, and many of them are serving coffee at Starbucks or working retail at the mall, and they would have been better off with a vocational degree or some type of two-year career and technical degree working in the skilled trades. So we're trying to bring back shop class and invest more in vocational education. Bring back shop class.
I like that. You know, imagine as, say, a 21-year-old right now, you've been in the job force for 2 years already. You have no debt in all likelihood because you probably did your education locally, right? Didn't cost you very much to go to some kind of trade training arena. And look what you're going to get. Here's one of the points that you like to make. The top 10% earners, skilled tradesmen salaries, carpenters, $73,000, electricians, $83,000, pipe fitters and plumbers, $86,000, electrical power line installers make $91,000. Elevator installers and repairers make $108,000. So you just start so much further ahead if you actually do these trades rather than getting hung up in a four-year degree. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for education. I really am. But not everybody should have a four-year degree. And what is the value of a four-year degree where you studied underwater basket weaving anyway?
You hit it right on the head. Whether it's underwater basket weaving or Russian studies or a lot of these liberal arts degrees out there, these kids are graduating with enormous debt and they can't get jobs. And I think so many of them would be better off with some type of skilled trade, a tool in the tool belt. But unfortunately, as they're walking the halls of high schools throughout America, they see posters for Ohio State and Harvard, Yale and University of Toledo and University of Chicago, but they don't see posters for the career and technical school down the hall, or down the road, I should say, or the skilled trade school down the road. And that's where we need to be pushing a lot of these kids. It's not for everyone, but these kids need to have other opportunities than just a four-year degree.
So tell me, you don't look like you're that far out of college yourself, I got to say. What are you doing in Ohio to get people into these programs and to help them understand the attraction of doing this kind of work? Because look, you know, there's respect in all kinds of work. You don't have to be sitting in a cubicle somewhere on a telephone to have respect. You can be doing these very jobs that we just described.
Jerry, you hit it on the head. One of the problems is the culture, is the stigma. Unfortunately, a lot of the high schools and just the communities, they're not pushing kids into these areas, and they're not really profiling them and bringing pride to the men and women who are currently working these jobs. So one of the things I'm doing here in the state of Ohio is recognizing blue-collar workers, recognizing these skilled laborers who are running machines, working in manufacturing companies, putting products out the door. Especially here in Ohio, we have the Utica and the Marcellus Shale. There's so much economic activity with oil and gas drilling. They can't find skilled welders in a lot of these areas. I was at a company the other day. This guy, Dave Archer, down in Marietta, Ohio, was telling me that he's paying some of his welders, his master TIG welders, over $100,000, and he still can't find enough welders. He's rejecting orders from customers. He can't find enough people. And so we're trying to do everything we can to encourage more and more young people to go into these skilled trades. And you mentioned I look a little young. I do. You know, I'm... As the state treasurer, I get that a lot. You know, a lot of people in political office have a variety of goals. My goals I try to keep simple. By the time I'm 40, I just hope to be shaving.
Your pleasure, Josh. Thanks for coming on the show. That's
Jerry,
so funny.
It's good to be on this way to end my Friday afternoon to go have dinner with my wife.
Oh, I love that. Okay, just one more time for us.
Sure.
Tell the people out there the name of the company in Marietta, Ohio that needs welders.
Pioneer Pipe.
Pioneer Pipe. If you're a welder out there, you're looking for work, Pioneer Pipe in Marietta, Ohio. Josh, thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks,
I hope
Jerry.
you shaved by 42. Thank you.
Bye-bye.